The superintendent of an Oregon school district is fighting back tonight after being addressed in a letter by the governor to the state's school districts. In that letter, Governor Kate Brown said that she was offended by the actions of a school leader who encouraged parents to get around the state's mask mandate through an accommodation from the Americans with Disabilities Act. But that superintendent says that wasn't what he was doing and that he is the father of a disabled child himself. Fox 12's Drew Reeves joins us now live in studio with much more on the story and with this interview.
Yeah, well, MARC THIELMAN is the superintendent of ALSEA School District. It's a small district in ALSEA, Oregon, west of Corvallis and Eugene. He says he is offended by the personal nature of the letter from Governor Brown and what he feels like is an attack on him. Since Governor Brown announced she was issuing a mask mandate for all K-12 schools in Oregon, there's been pushback from some districts. Today, she called those districts out in a letter, telling school districts not to jeopardize an in-person return to school by defying the mandate. In one section, she called out a district for encouraging parents to get an ADA accommodation to avoid the mandate. She wrote, "I find it deeply appalling that any education leader who is supposed to be setting an example for our students would send a communication so callous and offensive to Oregon parents and children with disabilities."
I'm one of those parents, and I want the whole world to know I have a beautiful daughter, Molly. Sorry, I get emotional. She is severely disabled. She has autism, among other issues, cerebral palsy. She cannot advocate for herself.
MARC THIELMAN, the superintendent of ALSEA School District, says that isn't what he was doing at all.
And I said very clearly in my correspondence that the governor has the authority to do this as per the law. We are going to be enforcing this mandate. I don't know how I can be more supportive of Governor Brown than that.
THIELMAN says he wrote a letter to inform parents of their options after nearly 100 parents threatened to pull their kids out of school. He also said that accommodations aren't guaranteed to any family, and if one is made, other COVID-19 mitigation efforts will be put in place.
I'm a little bit shocked that here I'm doing everything I can to support Governor Brown and enforce this mandate and inform parents of options and embrace and dialogue with individual families about whether or not there is an accommodation we can safely make regarding mask wearing so that kid can come to school and learn rather than do something substandard.
And THIELMAN said that it is a small number of parents in the school who have requested an ADA accommodation, and those will be decided on a case-by-case basis. Now, I did reach out to Governor Brown's office to see if she had any response, but I have not heard back. Reporting in studio, Drew Reeves, Fox 12 Oregon.